Hi, this is Lisa with Rocky Mountain Mind Body Therapy. Thank you for joining me this evening. I thought I would upload and share just a short little video for those who don't have time for yoga. If you want to take just some few minutes, 15 minutes, to get all nice and stretched out, give yourself a massage, and so you'll sleep better. So we'll go ahead and come to our mats. And then lie on your back with your arms stretched out to the side. And then take the feet to the edges of the mat. And then knock the knees together. And then come to your breath. So deepening the breath. Feeling the rise and fall of the chest and the belly. And gently close your eyes. So we'll just put that to-do list aside for the next 15 minutes as we take care of ourselves on our mats. And then go ahead and windshield wiper the legs back and forth, inhaling center and exhale to the side. And inhale center, exhale to the side. And then take the feet up to the air like you're walking on the ceiling, legs up the wall pose. And then wiggle the toes, and then bend the elbows and wiggle the fingers. And then we're going to circle the wrists and the ankles, first one way, then the other. And then bend the knees and hug your legs up to your chest, rolling into a little ball. And then rolling from side to side. And I can't roll over on this side because of the microphone. But you get the picture. So just pretending like you're a kid again, rolling around on the floor. Feeling the solid ground beneath your back. And then take the legs up and begin to rock back and forth. And if this doesn't feel good to your back, feel free to skip this exercise. So remembering to round the back as you rock. And then come up to seated. And then begin to move into the seated spinal circles. Inhaling forward, exhale, rounding the back. And inhaling forward, exhale, rounding the back. Feeling the movement of the spine in all different directions. I'm just enjoying it. And then pause, reverse direction, and switch the feet out. And inhale forward, exhale, rounding the back. Just releasing the tension from the day as we move around and stretch. And then coming back to center. And we'll come up onto the hands and knees. moving into cat-cow, so tucking the toes under. Slight arch in the back, looking slightly forward. Making sure the shoulders, elbows, and wrists are stacked. So inhale into cow, and then untuck the toes, round the back into cat. And then inhale back into cow. Exhale, cat. And just flowing back and forth. And then coming back to neutral, we're going to inhale the left arm up. And then exhale, thread it through underneath the right, tap the left shoulder, and then inhale the left arm back up. Exhale, thread through, tap the left shoulder, inhale back up. And then this time, thread it on through and rest on that left shoulder. And breathe into that nice shoulder stretch. If you like, you can take the right leg out to the side, and then bringing the right arm up and around the back, maybe finding the top of the left thigh. Kind of one of those twister moves. And then inhale, right arm back up if you wrapped it. And exhale, place the right hand on the mat, send the right leg back in. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, down. And then this time, right arm floats up. Exhale, thread it through, tap that right shoulder. Inhale, up. Exhale, tap through. And one more time, inhale, right arm up. Exhale, thread through, and rest on the right shoulder. And if you like, you can take the left leg out and send that left arm up and around the back. Got some hair in my mouth. And breathe into that nice stretch. And then inhale, left arm up. Exhale, left hand to the mat. Take the left leg in. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, right hand down. And then take the knees to the side of the mat. And sit on back like you're sitting on your heels. Stretch the arms up towards the top of the mat. Place the forehead on the mat. Into child's pose. Breathing into that nice hip opening stretch. And then coming back up, rolling up on the knees, taking the feet up and slight arch in the back into scorpion. And then exhale, rolling on back into child's pose. And then inhale back up. This time take the knees in, and we're going to lower down to our bellies. Placing the right ear on the mat. And then extend the arms out to the side. So a nice passive stretch on the neck. And then inhale, lift the shoulders and the head off the mat and the feet coming into locust pose. Working those back muscles. And then exhale this time. The left ear comes to the mat. So bend the knees, maybe find the feet. If you can't reach your feet, you can do locust pose again. If you can reach the feet, You can kick up into the hands, coming into downward facing wheel. And then go ahead and place your right ear back on the mat. And then extend the right hand out to the side. And then using your left hand, we're going to roll over to the right side. So stretching out that shoulder so the arm is back behind you. And it's just a nice shoulder stretch and stretch on the right pec. And then go ahead and roll, switching sides this time. The left arm comes out. And then place the right hand on the mat. And then roll over to the left side. And then go ahead and roll back. And we're going to place both hands on the mat and come into push-up. And then tuck the toes underneath and place the forehead on the mat. So this is a modified child's pose with the toes tucked under, which helps with plantar fasciitis. And then go ahead, come up to hands and knees. We're going to slip on over and come to our backs. And we'll take a strap or an old belt and then place it, lasso that right foot, and then send it on up, straightening out the left foot. So go ahead and extend that right foot up and draw the toes back, feeling a nice stretch on the back of the right leg, stretching out those hamstrings. So important to have flexible hamstrings so they don't pull on your lower back. And then go ahead and open up to the side, coming into the big toe pose. Breathing into that nice stretch. Flexing the toes back. And then inhale as you draw it back up to the ceiling, and then switch hands on the strap. Extend that right arm out, and the right leg goes over to the left side for a nice twist. And then draw your focus back up to the sky or the ceiling, and draw that right leg back up, and then bend the knee and switch sides. So this time, lassoing that left foot, sending it up to the sky, and stretch the right leg out, draw the left toes back. Feeling that nice stretch on the left hamstring. And then open that left leg to the side. Big toe pose. Feeling the stretch on the medial side of the hamstring. Using your breath to relax into the pose. And then drawing that left leg back up and switch hands on the strap Taking the strap in your right hand, extend that left arm out, and then the left leg comes over to the right side, and you'll feel a nice stretch on those outer left hamstrings. Maybe a little on the piriformis muscle. And then looking over to the left side. And then bring your gaze back up to the sky or the ceiling and send that left leg up. And then go ahead and release the strap. So now we're going to bend the left knee and take the right foot up and cross it on over above the left knee. Take the hands, thread it through behind the left thigh and clasp behind just above the knee on the thigh. So if you want a deeper stretch, you can use your right elbow to press on the inside of the right thigh. Coming into reclining pigeon pose. And if you like, you can rock back and forth a little bit, feeling that nice stretch on the piriformis, which lies above the sciatic nerve. So if you have sciatic problems, this is a good pose for that, reclining pigeon. And you can do this in the bed in the morning when you wake up or before you go to sleep. So you want to flex that right foot back, which helps protect the knee. Using your breath to breathe into that stretch. And then go ahead and release the left thigh. Send the arms out to the side and allow the legs to fall over to the left and looking over to the right for a nice twist. If you want more of an advanced twist, you can maybe place your left hand on the outside of the right thigh and maybe catch your toes with your right hand. And then bring your gaze back up to the sky and use your left hand to guide that knee back over and then switch sides. So this time the left leg comes up, the right knee is bent, right foot on the mat. And then flex the left toes back and cross the left ankle above the right knee. Thread the hands behind the right thigh. And make sure to keep the left foot flexed. And breathe into that outer stretch on the left hip. So go ahead and release, allowing the right foot to come to the mat. Send the arms out to the side, and then allow the legs to fall over to the right side this time. And if you want a deeper twist, you can take the right hand on the outside of the left knee, and then looking over to the left side. Or if you like, you can maybe find the right toes with the left hand. So both shoulders should still be on the mat. And then send your gaze back up to the sky or the ceiling. Use your right hand to guide the knee back over. And then go ahead and give yourself a hug, hugging your knees up to your chest. And then send the feet up, clasp the inside of the arches, and rock back and forth in happy baby. And then go ahead and extend the legs long, coming into Shavasana, final resting pose. Arms are down by the side, palms are facing up. Allow the feet to splay out. Eyes are gently closed. And wiggle your jaw around to release any tension in your jaw. Wiggle your eyebrows to release any tension in the forehead. And we'll just take a moment of silence. So bring your awareness back to your body, wiggling your fingers and toes. And then stretch your arms above the head for a nice long stretch, flexing the feet. And then place both hands on both knees and circle the knees, massaging the lower back. And then reverse direction. And then rolling over on your side, resting your head in the crook of your arm. And we'll just take a moment here of Thanksgiving. What are you thankful for today? And when you're ready, go ahead and push on up to seated. So I hope this was a nice, relaxing practice for your evening, and I hope you have a good night and sleep well. The light in me honors and adores the light in you. Namaste.